Sea Goddess has won a gutsy race, the Ideal World filly. She certainly looked a picture in the parade ring. We spoke to Louis just before the race, and he said to us that she was fit and well leading in, and just the way the race was going to run was his concern. But she's won a gutsy race under a driving ride from Jason Gates. He had to really work hard at her because she is a type of filly that takes time to unwind from the back of the field, and she was sitting midfield this time. So he did magic from the saddle, did Jason. Talking about doing magic, Tamela Mveli did magic at the stables, grooming, loving and looking after Sea Goddess. Well done to you, Tamela. Congratulations on behalf of the sponsors, 1,000 rand. Thank you very much, Tamela. Well done. Louis, I think we'll wait for Jason unless you want to jump in first. Come in then, let's talk. I don't see him on the horizon. Thanks for your feedback before the race, and you were just obviously concerned, as you say, she's a filly that really comes from off them, and the good draw, she was midfield. But I think Jason did the right thing and got after her early in the race.
Yeah, correct. I think Jason, he's we won't say he's a good rider because then I won't get him for all these rides, you see. He does well for us. He rides nicely. It's a small string, and we do well together with us. I think just as I went out and just before you came to speak to me, I quickly put on the message to Louis and to Anthony. We've been speaking in the morning because I've also got Also Squishy running just now, in the next race. And so I've just been chatting about it. I said, look, in the end, when I saw Jason get on, I've never had her this well. And we know that the 1750 might still be a bit sharp. As you can see, she sort of just got there, but under a lot of pressure and probably wants a bit further. So I said to the guys, I've just never had her this well. But the problem is I'm scared of the good draw that we might be too handy. And then also, if you're sitting last again, you're not going to get there. That's that type of the going today.
Louis and Anthony supported you, and lovely that you're rewarding them, especially with this lightly raced filly that seems like she's going to stay all day.
Yeah, we hope so. Typical Ideal World. Love them, and the last good one we had was Zen Arcade, and the favourite was probably Haddington, but they've been lovely, yeah.
Before you run away, I know you're busy. 2 more runners, quartet chances?
Yeah, I think it's about time's a bit close. It's 11 days, 2 runs apart, from a 5-month rest. Also Squishy, we tried for the 1750, the race never stood. So we're in the 1200 and we're doing our best. We've sharpened up as much as we can in the short period of time we've had her. She did come to us in brilliant condition. Before I go, I've got to thank the owners, Anthony and Louis. Thank you very much for the support. You guys know I appreciate it and I need it. And to Hollywood, guys, racing wouldn't be the same without you. Thanks for the sponsorship. Well done to you.
Don't forget winning form in Wonderwater.
Well, winning form we'll never forget. We haven't forgotten winning form since 1996. And Wonderwater hangs in here.
Well done, Louis. Small stable, but a competitive stable. They're always out there doing their best. You heard from him. He needs the support. We all need the support in the industry. Now, as I said to one of the young riders earlier on, Mr. Goosen is a particular man. He's very professional, and he likes things done properly. Sometimes, we can bump heads, but he was impressed with today's performance, and I think so were everybody, because a good race, and he shared to us his concerns before the race, but you've shone in the saddle. Well done.
So to be honest with you, there was no pressure on this race for me today. I just thought after last round, look, obviously she comes from far behind, the track is a bit heavy today, so there was that concern, but after last round she came from stone last, and she's just been really well at work. She used to be a very laid-back filly. She used to just go on, do her thing, drop the bit on the track, come back. And lately she's been, towing you down to the track, whipping around before the openings. And so, she's came a long way. And she's starting to enjoy her racing now only, I think. Thank you to Mr. Goosen, for all the support he's given me. Look, there's no secret, Mr. Goosen isn't the easiest person to deal with. Don't tell him I said that. But you know what, I try to do my best to always keep him happy, and I'm happy I could do that again today.
Yep, you certainly did. And Jason, before you go and get ready for the next race and clean up, you've got a few rides still to come. Anything that you like still to come?
So I think the next ride is coming up. I'm feeling competitive today, so let's see what happens.
African Spear, stick with you through thick and thin?
So thank you to Mr. Samasundram, African Spear, for all the support in that. His babies are going to start stepping out soon. Some of them have already. And hopefully we have a good season ahead of us.
Well done, keep up the driving rides.
Thank you, sir.
Jason Gates and African Spear. Louis Goosen, Summerhill Stud, Louis van Wyk, Anthony Govender. Well done, everybody. This little filly, well, not a little filly, this we always use that word. The little fillies won a good race, gutsy ride from Jason Gates, and 1750 short of her best. We'll watch her even more over further distances.